Hey everyone, I hope you're well. This is CoinsKid. Just going over to XRP. Once again, thank you for support, okay? But go to CoinsKid crew. So if you are looking for more content and trade setups, long, short, whatever, definitely get in the Discord. There was a lovely little trade on Cake the other day that I posted in the altcoin section right there. It's up around about 38%, I think it is, on that particular trade. Beautiful little movement right there for Cake, okay? And I do spot these little things and post them in the Discord right there. There's another little setup that I'm looking at right now, a macro setup on a few coins. So definitely get involved in that Discord section. It's in the altcoins TA section. So right now, I get loads of questions. When's alt season? You know, when's XRP going to go to the moon? And you know, when's alt season? When's this going to do that? And that's going to do this? Well, at the minute, I think, and I've spoken about it so many times, that Bitcoin's front running this market, and I think that once it tops and we start to see the EMA at 100 and the CKR at 100, then I would expect some massive alt season. But until that day comes, I think that you've got these little micro alt seasons that are playing out right now, because all that's happening is Bitcoin's bolted, made all-time highs, and then the altcoins are, you know, slowly but surely catching up, and this is how it all works. Whether or not they're retracing or they're going to make all-time highs is, you know, time will tell. But so far so good. What I'm looking at is just the max out here on the metrics. The CKR at 100, EMA at 100. At that point, I will most definitely think about rotating my Bitcoin into XRP, especially if XRP is still lagging at that point. So, like I said to you, with XRP, I think from left to right, it's just got a series of lower highs and higher lows. It's getting compression, leading to expansion, and someday soon it will pop. So I'm looking at time. Obviously, they always say, and I've taught you this, that time in the market beats time in the market. It's really difficult to time this market, but I think that if my fear is correct, we do have a blow off top this year for Bitcoin, and a lot of the risk appetite, the S&P 500 and Nasdaq, you know, the DJI, and we see a collapse in the DXY, the C wave. If that's correct, then XRP will eventually break out. So I did identify a wave count on XRP, a short-term bearish wave count on XRP the other day when we did get that big breakout, the big God candle, and everyone gets super bullish. I said to you, if we don't break that November high, you know, there's all the chance we could come back. So I did identify a beautiful little wave count. I've posted that in the Discord on the day of the pump, and right now I'm starting to see a lot of analysts catch up to that particular scenario. So I'll go through that with you today. But like I said to you, I think in this market, dips are for buying, not for crying. I think that we've got clues in many other charts, the Bitcoin chart, the DXY, the CKR, the EMA. We've got so many clues, the S&P 500 that are in technical targets, if not got there yet, that I think that once they get there, we have to look at our position in XRP. If it's lagging, you know, we need to pile more in, but if it's obviously breaking out and getting to our targets, we need to jump ship, and I'll relay that message to you. So like I've always said to you, I think dips are for buying, not for crying in this bull market for XRP, okay? So we'll dive into the Discord post in a minute, but the EMA's sitting halfway. We've got the CKR at 73, so Bitcoin, in my opinion, is not cooked yet, and I think that once we start to see this cooked and XRP is lagging, I will then convert all my Bitcoin into, you know, XRP at that suit. So I know a lot of people have already done that, but you are actually missing out on gains at the minute, in my opinion. So let's dive into the Discord post that I posted for yourselves, okay? If you want to get this metric, it's free. It's the CKR on CoinsKid.com. So taking a look at the Discord then, I do have this macro outlook for the CoinsKid crew right now. I've posted this. I think I've shown you this in a previous video as well. I did post this on Twitter. It did get quite, you know, some traction right there. But, you know, obviously inside of this, what goes up must come down. You do it in waveforms, that all works. But what I'm looking at is a potential breakout to this third point of contact of a massive ascending triangle. Look at that for XRP by July of this year, which could marry in with the setup that I'm looking at for Bitcoin. If it does begin to go parabolic and we start to see the big vertical in the charts right there, then I think eventually XRP will play catch up, and we could be looking at that breakout by that period of time, okay? But like I've always said to you, it is really difficult to time the market, but there is a perfect setup, and I've been looking at this for a very long time. Taking a look at XRP chart on the monthly, is this more confluence to my blow off top theory in July of this year for risk appetite? Bitcoin, XRP, S&P 500, DXY, Ethereum, 3 points of contact breakout. So, you know, typically what we do see is 1 point of resistance, come down, make a low. Second point of resistance, make a higher low. Third point of resistance, we break out. And this is what we do typically trade on this channel, the third point of contact breakout. For example, we've traded so many of these, ascending triangles, you know, rising wedges, falling wedges, whatever. For example, there was a micro rising wedge, which is a micro bearish pattern, which I traded from, I think it was last Friday. XRP 1 hour rising wedge target, bottom of the wedge, 0.5 fib, crossroads. So basically, I've always taught you that if ever you went to a short or a long, okay, always have your TP at the technical target of that pattern. So we've got the lovely little rising channel just there. We broke down, we actually bounced off the 0.5 fib all the way down at 0.58, I think it was, and then, you know, we bounced like a boss. So for those people that went short and followed me, if you hadn't took profit and then it bounced like a boss, you lost out. So I always TP at technical targets, and something I do relay in the channel. A lot of people say I'm crazy and mad, but this is what I've always done, you know, because so many times you go away, you're not looking, and you come back, it's hit the target and then gone the other direction, and you've not took profit, and then you've lost your trade basically. So always, if you spot patterns, trade the pattern. This is something I'm trying to relay to you, okay? So looking at the previous Discord post then for the XRP, God candle back test spotted in the chart for XRP. Any dips or replacing bids on these green lines. So this is a 15-minute time frame. Like I've always said to you, I do like to zoom in, look at the potential micro setups right there. If I do spot them, I will post them. It's a lot easier for me to do that in the Discord than it is get videos out to you. So, you know, we love to trade the ranges. We love to ride the waves on this particular channel. I always look for the God candle back test, support, resistance, whatever. You know, I always look for them opportunities. And this has been a lovely opportunity because we did create this bearish channel just there. We got the RSI bearish divergence as well on the 15-minute, and then boom, we broke down of a little rising channel, a little rising wedge basically, and we've come all the way back down to my first buyback zone just there. So I'll go through this scenario with you today, but equally I think that, you know, because of this price action maturing in the way it is right now, we are building up the possibility of an expanded flat idea for the CoinsKid crew just there, what XRP is going through. So possibly some kind of impulsive wave one, a leading diagonal. We've got this micro sort of expanded flat correction right now that XRP is forming, okay? So I'm looking for a further C wave, which this, you know, this could have been the top of the B wave, a bull trap, and right now we're in a C wave coming down. So if it is the C wave, we should just be sitting pretty, waiting for 5 waves on the hourly time frame, most importantly, to complete the C wave. And at that point, I think it'll be a golden opportunity to come back up. So I'll show you the invalidation of this today, and what I'm looking for to invalidate this potential, you know, flat correction that I'm looking at for XRP. And again, I'd love to be wrong. I'd love to say to you that right now we've got a beautiful impulsive move, corrective move, impulsive move, corrective move, so on and so forth. But we always have to look for the invalidation and validation of such, and the fact that we never took out that November high from last year, it's got me, you know, scratching my head thinking what's going on here. So I think we may have been in an expanded flat correction basically, and this was a B wave bull trap. But it would mean that this C wave coming back, it's going to feel awful, it's going to feel horrible, pretty much like the C wave we've just gone through into, I think it was from November of last year into January of this year. It will feel awful, it will feel horrible, you'll feel like giving up, but it will be like the maximum opportunity, because from left to right we are still simply creating higher lows and lower highs. We're getting really compressed, and this could be the last drawdown, the last shakeout for XRP, you know, the last sort of depression, despair moment before we do absolutely break and a massive move to the upside right here, which could time in with, you know, the sort of target I'm looking at by July. So we'll look at the charts right now and show you what I'm talking about, okay? So on a 15-minute time frame, at the minute, you know, I want to see invalidation of this sort of bearish outlook that I have, the short-term bearish outlook. It's not a macro bearish outlook. I actually think that XRP is really bullish, and we're just looking for a potential last leg down before a major move to the upside. So whether or not that major move is some kind of catalyst, news event or whatever, I think that, you know, this is a possibility right now that I'm delivering to you in the channel. Now, you know, there's no bias. It is simple technical analysis. I will go through this count with you, that what we may have here at the moment is a C wave which is rearing its head basically, and we should be looking for 5 waves down. So let me go through this with you, and this could be the reason why we've not seen this pivot point break just here, that November high. So I'll relay to you as well, again, you know, for the millionth time, that why this level of resistance is really important that we break it. It was an emergency update that I did do for you when we got this God candle breakout. I said to you, we need to see this break here to confirm the bull, and we've not quite done that. We retraced all the way into it, but we've not took it out, have we? That's a very bullish scenario for me, taking out that pivot point just there. Why? Because it negates the fact that we're still compressing from left to right like this before expansion, okay? So that's a really important pivot point. And equally, a very bearish scenario is the fact that we you know, you've got some kind of descending triangle here. That's a bearish scenario. So at this point right now, this is your danger zone and this is your bullish zone, which I relay to you. Break that pivot point, super bull. Break that danger zone, super bear. Get the hell out of crypto, get the hell out of XRP basically. So in the meantime, I'm trying to ride the waves with you and, you know, the ranges. So on the 15-minute time frame, what I'm looking at is a potential scenario to negate my expanded flat idea that we are going to come down right now in a C wave. This is the beginning of a C wave at this point. It's really simple. Take out the pivot point from which you've come, and most importantly, take out that pivot point, the November high of 2023. Take it out. Yeah, XRP is looking incredibly bullish, but until that day comes, I will entertain the expanded flat idea, because I think that this is, you know, the perfect scenario just to shake people out again. So what I think we may have had here is an impulsive move up, leading diagonal to that pivot point just there, Tuesday the 5th of March, and from that point we've had an A wave down, a B wave high, and right now it's your C wave. So this is what I'm looking at, okay? So we've got the A wave down, the B wave high, And right now, unless we take out that pivot point, the B wave high, and this red line, this is your C wave coming down, and it could get quite nasty. Okay, so in the C wave, typically what we do see is 5 waves. So we will be looking at something like this. Okay, so we've got the 1, this is a 2 coming up, everyone's super bull, boom, 3, 4, 5, one last little shakeout, and then boom, we've got a major move to the upside, possibly accompanied by some positive news or something, I don't know. Okay, so this is what I'm looking at. Now typically what we do see in the A wave is 3 waves, A, B, C. Then in the B wave we do see 3 waves, A, B, C. Okay, so if this is a 5 wave corrective pattern coming down, we should be looking at 1, 2, 3 of the first wave. We should be looking at 5 waves, which we have basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we should be looking at an ABC within the second wave, and this is what I'm looking at right now, some kind of A, B, C comes up, bull trap, then a massive drop to the downside. And what we should be looking at is 5 waves in the third wave. So we've got something like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we'll look at another ABC coming back up, and then we'll have another 5 waves down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. At this point, just like this drawdown way back there in early January, we will start to create a bullish divergence on the daily time frame, find a little sweet spot, and then boom, we come back up. And this particular opportunity down here will be the trade of a lifetime that I give you. Now I'm looking for the negation of this. I'm looking for, for this count that I'm looking at right now, the expanded flat idea to come back down into the buy zone and shake people out. Everyone's, oh no, I'm selling it, oh no, it's a bear market, oh no, XRP's going to go to zero and things like that. A final shakeout for the big breakout. I'm looking for that opportunity. I'll relay it into your time, but I'm looking for the negation of that. This expanded flat idea, really simple. From this point, break up, take out the pivot point high, take out that red line, and then this, short-term bearish outlook before a major move to the upside like this for XRP will be taken off the table. So if I'm correct, and this count is valid right now, we were simply been an expanded flat from that point just there, A, B, C. So we're looking for 5 waves to complete the C wave right now. So until we start to come up and take out the red line above that pivot point, which is currently 0.75, then this is my primary count that I'm focusing on right now for you, okay? And at that point, if we do start to come down, I think this is a golden opportunity, probably the opportunity of a lifetime, because I think that if we get this opportunity, I'll try and find it as best I can. With the bullish divergence, at the bottom of the 5 waves, then we could be in for a major move. Is it accompanied by some kind of positive news? I don't know, but it's just a potential setup that I'm looking at in the charts right now in the short term for XRP. Okay, I understand the update, and again, I'll relay to you. I'm looking for negation. If I see it in the charts, I will relay this to you immediately in the Discord and in the videos, obviously. So we do have 5 waves down here. Look, some kind of 5 wave structure down, ABC coming back up. So we're looking for another 5 waves down, another ABC, another 5 waves down, ABC, so on and so forth. And we'll look to complete 5 waves, 5 big waves within the C wave. Come back down, shake everyone out, hold this structural high low, which is the orange line 04860, which we put in January. Shake every mofo out the market, and then boom, we absolutely bolt right here. And this could be one of the best sort of setups and analysis that I've done on XRP for a very long time. Hope you understand the update. Take care, everyone. Back soon with another update on XRP. Stay healthy, stay strong, stay tuned. Bye-bye.